It is Thursday, October 23rd. Here's my Jeep. I really do love this car. I gotta say, I wish somebody would have told me how great it was. I would have bought one a long time ago. Great ride. Not as good as gas. Not as good on gas as the Kona, but it's worth the trade-off. So I have to go shopping for a weed whacker today. I've gone through, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 of the cheap weed whackers over the last 8 years. Oh, it's probably more than 8. But anyway, yep, this is how our house looks. Rose and I put that fence up together, me and her. And she was couldn't have done it without her. We put that fence up, just me and her, and we put up a fence so that the ants and well, I think they were more ants than termites, but the ants don't eat it because they ate the other one. There was another one there before this one, just like that, but this one is better. This actually was upgraded and came out a lot better than the one that was there. Haven't seen birds around for a long time. I have 3 bird feeders on the property, and they disappeared, and I can't figure out what keeps them away, if it's the cats or whatever. But I have feeders with, as you can see over there, with food in them for the longest time, and usually they would come and deplete it in about a week. But anyway, this fence is constructed with steel behind it, so the support columns cannot be eaten by ants unless they like steel. So I have to get a weed whacker today. I'm probably going to go to Home Depot in a little bit and look over there. Not going to buy the cheap ones from Walmart anymore. I'm not going to do that. But anyway, I cut the grass yesterday. When I cut the grass with that little mower, it comes like a rug, you know. And that weather vane has held up. It's got to be 4 years up there already. And it's really quiet here. See how quiet the block is. When it's like this, it's just perfect. It's like heaven. And so now I'm going to walk towards the back. There's my compass. Tell you, man, it's hard to please me with cars. It really is. But this thing, I redlined the wheels and I pinstriped the side. I just put that silver pinstripe along the side for a little accent, and redlined the wheels. And I have spotlights everywhere, really. Those are fantastic. I mean, those are really worth $10. I mean, they work on solar, and that one over there doesn't get as much solar as I like it to get, but I have nowhere else to put it. So, you know, after a while, the power gets dim at around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, but it works. Another one over here, spotlights around the house at night. When those go on, the electric ones, it's like Yankee Stadium. Anyway, I did all of this out here. As you can see, I have to do weed whacking. Normally this would all be weed whacked. Rose and I put this this looks like a spruce or something in, and it's growing. But things grow slow down here because of the soil. It's not black soil like in New York State. It's like mud, and it's not the best for growing a lot of things. But anyway, I built all of this for the cats because they they sit up here at night. They have different platforms, and they can move, so they don't have to jump down. They can move down and walk along the walkway. And that right there is for another cat. She comes at night. She comes in the morning and at night, and that's for Oreo. And she likes to go in there and stay there. Oh, and look who showed up right here. Where were you? Where were you? Come with me in the back. Come on. Come with me. Come on. Follow me. Go to my tools back here. My little riding mower, which I want to upgrade to a bigger one. Got Dish TV, which is a lot better than Comporium. My friend Mark, he put this fence up. Well, I say with me, but he actually did most of the work. He knew about these posts, and he had the slammer. And this was the greatest thing in the world, the greatest thing, because we did have dogs running through here, and one wanted to attack. So this is just fantastic. That's the shed. This is a blessing because I keep everything in there that I need. When I'm doing a job, I don't have to run to Home Depot. I have everything in there. This is a fig tree with a little baby when we planted it. I don't know what's going on with it. We didn't get a lot of figs from it this year. Anyway, I love this shed, and I was even thinking about coming back here because this is just, this is just perfect back here. And I was going to put a little roof up here. If somebody wanted solitude, look at what they're looking at. You come back here, and look at what you're looking at. I'll be quiet so you can hear. Hear squirrel. Huh. Huh. So this part of the fence over here needs a little bit more work. I have to do some work back here. There are like 6 grapevines here. These I have to take care of for the winter. They look dead, but they're not. I thought they were dead last year, but they were not dead. They just grow very slowly. I didn't know that about grapevines. If you want to have a vineyard, you should plant it when you're 2 years old, and you'll have maybe grapes when you're 30. Anyway, this is something I built in the backyard, and now's the time to sit in it. What are you crying about? What are you crying about? Get over here. Hurry up. You better get over here. You better get over here. Should I tell your mother you were good? So, this is the time of the year to sit here. I should be sitting in there right now, but it's too early in the day to sit back there and have a glass of wine. But that's what it was for. And I got trees in front of it. I got lights. This all lights up at night. I think, anyway, this was my LGV railroad. Haven't been able to pay a lot of attention to it. So it needs a lot of time to to get it back in shape. But I will run the train. I will definitely run the train on Thanksgiving Day. That I know. And then back here, I have all these trees that I put in. First, I put in the smaller row, and then I went and bought these bigger ones and put them in. And thank God it seems like they've taken. I don't know. I don't know. We haven't had a lot of rain, but I hope they take, because they were $22 each. So, and then we come over here, and I have that waterfall I bought from Lowe's. I already got my $200 worth from it of enjoyment, and I created a few more waterfalls back here. A few more. But again, I haven't been able to come back here and give it the time that it needs. I don't know if you can see Bigfoot. The vine has covered him. But really, I need a lot of time back here to get this thing in shape for the winter. I have more grapevines back here. There's three more back here growing. And I didn't know that the leaves on grapevines, turn in the fall too. It seems like they're turning color too, but I guess that makes sense. Anyway, another bird feeder back here that's totally full, and they haven't even touched it. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I have no explanation for that. But anyway, let's. I built this thing because I wanted to sit back here and look at the waterfall, and this was a great thing that I did. I put a tarp on the roof. I didn't need shingles. Sit back here, especially when it's raining a little bit. It's just beautiful. You can hear there's a motorcycle up on the main road. But like I said, I usually do my leaf raking on Thanksgiving Day. After I have my dinner, I do that. This is my little town right here. And my train works, but you can see the cats got in it over there. They love fresh dirt because that's where they go to the bathroom. So I'll have to give this some attention at some point. There's Fluffy in the back right there. So like I put this birdhouse up, and I'm like, no bird decided to use it. And then I looked at it this morning, and some bird chipped a bigger hole in it. So I don't know if a bird is using it or not. But I noticed that this morning. Yeah, so he's with me back here. So this is basically the whole thing. It's like a little estate, basically. None of this was here when I got here. So, none of this was here. I put it all here. And I just, I didn't want to really go into a big deal with the railroad. I just wanted to have something where the train would go around. And I was able to get enough to make a little town. And the track, this track is like $10 a length. So it's not cheap. And I enjoy it when the train goes around. So like I said, I'll run it on Thanksgiving, because I'm back here on Thanksgiving burning leaves most of the time. Now I probably will get permission from the fire department down the street you know, about burning because I got this big forest behind me. And if it's dry, you know, you don't want anything to happen because I burn the leaves right over there in that cement area, that cement pit over there. So basically, that's it. This is another thing I built. I used to sit in there before I had that. Before I had that. Um, but when it's like this and it's quiet, it's just amazing. Now that tree I have to cut. I never let it get that high, so I'm going to have to cut that. And then I just do things for scenery. This actually has a function because there's a gigantic rock right here, and I had to put this fence in to remind me not to go over it, because one day I went over it with the mower and the blade is now slightly shifted. So that's what that's all about. But it's also, you know, cosmetic, and it looks a little cute in the backyard. So it's just big. I mean, you could play football back here, really. And as you can see, Fluffy is enjoying it right there. You rascal. And today is just, it's a gorgeous day today. I think I don't know if that's a real call they're going on or if they're testing. Sounds like a real one. The fire department up the street. I could see Ann's house from here all the way over there. And today is just a perfect day, weather-wise. So that's my tour. That's my tour. Used to have a fence that went all the way up here. All the way up here. And there was no need for it. And the ants ate all the posts. So I cut the whole thing down, and that was it. And part of Fluffy's existence is chasing the little lizards, because they're all over the place. Sometimes he gets them, sometimes they get away. So we're back up here, and this is where I take care of the cats, basically. These two azalea bushes I planted many years ago made it. They didn't get that big, but they bloomed. They're all bloomed now. And this is my carport. It is very functional for me. I do a lot in here. If people come, I have a place to sit where two people can sit down. I have a grill. I do a lot here, so I do need these tables, and I'll be building more of these houses for the cats for the winter. They will use these houses in the winter. But they know, but this is where they get fed, and each one has a different spot where I've trained them to go, which you need to do so they don't clash. And so that's the tour, and probably should fire this thing up soon to cook some steaks on it. There's nothing like that. It's a great thing to have. And no, this needs a little work over here. You know, I'm going to straighten this whole thing out and figure out a better use of this space. But basically, everything is about functionality, and I need all of this space, you know, to do what I have to do in here when I'm working on something, or taking care of the cats. As you can see, they have their little spot here, and they know it. So that is my tour, my short tour, which turned out to be 19 minutes long. Now, it's going to take a while to upload on YouTube. And I'll close it with my Jeep.